Assalamualaikum to all candidates and Madam Farhana. Today we would like to discuss about which criteria is the most important to improve the business of street food stalls. In my opinion, street foods are not meant to be luxurious. Therefore, I think that street foods should always be cheap. Also, when foods are cheap, people would go around and talk about the stall. Therefore, promoting the business of the stalls.
I think that making lots of varieties would have more impact on improve the business of local food stalls, because when you have different tastes and different maybe toppings or flavors, people would came regularly and came every time to taste. Like one time they taste one flavor, and next time they will order a new flavor to taste it. What do you think, candidates?
Well, I think that hygiene is the most important criteria in order to improve the business of street food stall. This is because food hygiene can prevent germs from multiplying in foods and reaching dangerous conditions. For example, hygiene can prevent the consumer from getting food poisoning. Plus, I bet that the tourists that come to Malaysia loves to eat food from a clean stall. Nobody likes to put themselves at a risk to eat food from an unsanitary stall. So, what do you think, candidates say?
I agree with you, candidate C. I think that people would not want to go to stalls that are dirty, that have cockroaches, flies, and rats everywhere, anywhere near their food. For example, past 2 months, I saw a viral video of this one mamak stall that have rats eating their fried chicken. at the fried chicken plate, yeah. There's like rats, a really big rat.
Just casually eating.
Yeah, just casually eating fried chicken. So I think people would not want, just rats eating a fried chicken that rats also eat. What do you think, Candy?
I agree with your point about hygiene, because they are also not viral, but have like someone on social media posted that they buy your foods, and then when they're eating, they found dead flies or even dead lizard, or even like someone's hairs in their food. So then they would feel like, ew, why this thing have in my food? This is so unhygienic, and the people might get food poisoning, and it's not really good reputation for the stalls itself. And I think I have to disagree on candidates a point about price, because having maybe sometimes the business, the food stalls owners put a ridiculous high price, especially on the tourist side, because we know that tourists have lots of money, so then they will put up a lot of they don't really care about price, because at their country it is normal, because their currency of money are higher than us, so they think it's normal. But for us locals, it's not normal, because it is so pricey and maybe just for to tame these people. What do you think about my point?
You say about
Hygiene.
Yes, hygiene, about if the food store is not in a clean
environment.
Yes, clean environment, so it will become a not good reputation for them. So therefore, the chef or the cookers should sanitize themselves and using EPP clause. But from the point that candidates I give about price, I have to disagree because, for my opinion, the price of the food cannot usually be cheap. This is because most of the seller have to pay their side rent. Therefore, when they have paid their side rent, the food will cost the price for the food to be a little higher. So what do you think candidates say?
I have to disagree with you, candidate C. If the price is too high, people would opt to search for other cheaper stalls, while tourists would think that it's a scam. For example, locals would always raise their prices when it comes to tourists, because tourists wouldn't know what the market value for the prices for the thing they're buying. Like, for example, to us locals, nasi in the mark's price is only RM2. Nasi, the
Like
packet,
starting,
like the starting price, like the packet of nasi lemak is like maybe RM2. But to foreigners or to tourists, they would probably sell it like RM5 or RM6, because foreigners wouldn't know. Like, foreigners wouldn't know.
because they're rich.
Yeah. So they would just pay without knowing that it's a scam. However, I still think that my point is the most important to be improved, because the first thing people would look at when it comes to food is price.
But I think variety is also important when especially coming about foods, because normally when we are talking about like maybe now we have Allah Akbar. Tidak nampak. Astagfirullahaladzim. Sorry, man. Because when it comes to varieties of foods, variation of foods, people will look on something new. Especially maybe we can make something new and seasonals, because technically from psychologists they had said that people will come and we wanted to buy something that limited because it's only available at the present time. So they would at the back of their mind they would be like, oh, I need to buy this because it's just at that time, like maybe the previous months they have like Oreo plus Blackpink, right? So people would want to buy it and even pre-order it and then something like that. What do you think?
Well, I think that that's quite great point that you give. Well, I agree with your point, which is it can be a good marketing strategist for the seller to attract more customer to their stall, like you said about the Oreo's company collab with the Blackpink, and also few years ago the McDonald's company also collab with the BTS, where a lot of army, like we know
the
BTS
fans
have a lot of army,
the
so
fans.
they line up, and even it was a long queue, they line up for a long time just to buy the meals. Well, I think this was a good strategies for marketing, and I think that I agree with the variety should be the important to improve the business of the street. So what do you think candidates say?
I agree with both of you. Normally when the seasonal menus get a lot of attention and hype, the seller would try to keep the menu as a permanent menu. For example, that's why we have menus like signatures and people's choice, etc. Therefore, I think that having a variety of food every few months can improve the stall's business.
You mean like attract customers?
Yeah, it
right?
can attract customers. Every few months you would get like like let's say for example cendol style.
Oh.
It's, like this month you would get durian, and then next month you would get strawberry cendol. or
Oh,
something,
that's interesting.
and then the next month you would get, I don't know, grapes cendol.
Cendol,
like that,
variety
yeah.
of cendol.
Yeah.
So I think we can, in addition, in conclusion, I think we can agrees on. I think we all agrees on varieties point, because different people have different taste buds and they seek something new, right? So they will come again. Yeah. Thank you for your time, fellow friends, and thank you for your time also, Madam Farhana. Bye bye.